Allah. It's like, oh Allah came to you. It's like, Alhamdulillah taw'an wa karhan. Alhamdulillah, even Alhamdulillah in a state of hate, in a state of dislike. So adab ma Allah Azza wa Jalla. It's unacceptable. So I haven't come across a masjid where they combine between the nice taraweeh and the dua. Either a long dua which is repulsive, or in one of the masajid where we prayed, the imam was reciting one ayah in the rak'ah. One ayah. We finished Tarawih at what time, ya Sheikh? No, we finished before people finished Isha. They called the adhan, the muaddin didn't even move a step. The iqama ala tul. Adhan, iqama, Isha. Dig, we were done. I think it's a world record. And the imam's recitation is beautiful, but we couldn't enjoy it. It was so short. And the dua, my feet, the man next to me sat down. Old man, wallahi I felt bad for him. Wallahi he couldn't stay up. He said, my legs are hurting. Now, wallahi, when you stand in salah, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but when in our local masjid, the imam was reciting each rak'ah 15 minutes. The feet have no problem. I didn't feel my feet. As soon as I stood for 10 minutes in the dua, I couldn't even stand on my feet anymore. Why? It's just maybe the sunnah affects the body. When you're engaged in the ibadah, according to the sunnah, you don't feel fatigue. As soon as you go against the sunnah, your body doesn't want it anymore. My legs were killing me. Alhamdulillah, he finished the dua. Long dua. So my brother, I wish I could find this masjid where the sheikh is the sheikh, so we can all go pray with him. If anyone finds him, barakallah feekum. Kawthar? You give us directions there, inshallah. His recitation is nice. Mazboot yani. He takes his time in ruku' and sujood. That's the way. It's on you, inshallah. So we'll try to go there. Any other questions? Yes? Barakallah fiqh, Habibi.
What's the final prayer? Single rak'ah.
Yes.
If you want to pray just before Fajr, like, the final part of the night, can you pray 2 rak'ahs, like, or is it?
There has been mentioned that there's 2 rak'at after witr. This is an authentically attributed to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ that you can pray 2 rak'at nafila after Salat al-Witr. Yeah, but I'm for the position of 11. I follow the position of 11 or 13. 13 with the 2 rak'at of Isha. 2 rak'at of Isha with the 11 of the Imam, that's the Sunnah. That's what personally what the position I follow. I know some of the ulama extended to 20 and even more. I am of the position that 11, khalas. However, there has been narrated from the Prophet ﷺ that there's 2 rak'at nafila you may pray after witr. So you may do that. Inshallah, based on the hadith. Yes, sir.
There are 2 brothers who don't pray witr with the imam. They want to pray it once they go home. They want to delay the witr with qiyam al-layl or something like that. So what do you advise the brothers who don't complete with the imam in the masjid?
I advise them to take the advice of the Prophet ﷺ, who told Abu Dharr, إِنَّهُ مَنْ يَقُومُ مَعَ الْإِمَامِ حَتَّى يَنْصَرِفْ كُتِبَ لَهُ قِيَامُ لَيْلَ أَوْ كَمَا قَالَ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وسلم. Whoever stays with the imam until he's done, he will have the reward of praying all night. Stay with the imam. Pray the witr with the imam. If you want to pray 20 or more than that, when you go home, pray other 2s, but don't pray witr again, because you prayed witr already. Case closed. But don't leave before the imam. That's a big loss. Because by staying with him, you guaranteed the qiyam of all night, even if you're sleeping. That's a big reward. So they should stay with the imam. When the imam leaves and they go back home, they want to pray more. If they follow that position, then they may pray more and they don't pray witr again because they already prayed witr with the imam. So they pray 2 rak'at as much as they want, if they follow the position that there's room in terms of how many rak'at you can do in qiyam. Yes, sir. First come, first serve. Tafaddal.
Question about our imams. You mean to say these imams are not aware of the fiqh of salah and dua and tarawih? Are they not aware why they're leading as imam?
One of the imams was asked this very question. Don't you know? He said, I know, but the people, akhi. They're worried about the people. That's the truth for some. Not all of them. For some, they know the sunnah. But the people behind them, khalas, they have a traditional way of doing tarawih. If the imam goes against it, then the next day he goes. So they can't play games with the people. They do what the people want. Some of them, unfortunately, they do what the people want. Some of them don't know any better. We have to also consider, some of them don't know because the surroundings are all, haram is doing it this way. So they're going to say, please brother, haram don't know what they're doing and you have the sunnah. That usually kills it from the beginning. As soon as you say something is being done to haram, your argument is done. So, they have many, and the haram is Allah musta'an. Ala kull hal, the issue is that some of them may not know, some of them know, but don't want to displease the people, and some of them just follow their desires. They like it, even if if they're convinced otherwise. Some of them are really convinced that this is okay. Those are okay. The one who thinks what he's doing is halal, Allah is khair. He's a person who's exerted himself and made a mistake. We love him for the sake of Allah, because some of them truly think this is allowed, but the sunnah is otherwise. Wallahu a'lam. There's an issue of the difference of opinion. Naam ya mudir.
Since it is better to do a start and finish the imam. If the imam is making a big dua in the last rakah, so what is better in that case?
You stay with him and you just make dua that he finishes quickly. Allah musta'an. I'm telling you, that's what we have to. That's what we're suffering from. We're suffering from the same problem. We just have to be patient. We just have to be patient, and then afterwards we advise him. We advise the imam, say, Ya Shaykh, Allah khalik, have mercy on us. Keep it according to the sunnah. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ taught his nephew, his grandson, few words. Allahumma hdina fi man hadayt, wa afina fi man afayt, wa tawallana fi man tawallayt, wa barik lana fi ma a'tayt, wa qina sharra ma qadayt, fa annaka taqdi wa la yuqda alayk, innahu la yadhillu man walayt, wa la ya'azzu man adayt, tabarakta rabbana wa ta'alayt. Khalas. That's the sunnah. Now you can add, the ulama say you can add, but take it easy. Don't give us some of them turn it to a lecture. Have you ever attended a dua lecture? It's a lecture. Some of them, go into intricate details. Oh Allah, have mercy on us above the ground. Have mercy on us under the ground. Have mercy on us when they put dirt on our heads. Have mercy. Ya akhi, khalas. What is this, a movie? You're going to tell us, how the stages of death is being narrated. This is all takalluf. This is ta'addi fi dua. In fact, I got a message from Zad, English. They send SMS message in English. One of the Sa'd ibn Abil Waqqas, he saw his son saying, Oh Allah, I ask you Jannah, its pleasure, and everything that is delightful in it, and etc. And I seek refuge with you from Jahannam, its heat and fire, and etc. He told him, my son, I heard the Messenger of Allah say, verily there shall come people who will transgress in dua. If you ask Allah for Jannah, if Allah gives you Jannah, He will give you the delight and everything else. And if Allah protects you from the fire, He will protect you from the fire and everything else. He considered what his son was doing by saying, Jannah, the delight of Jannah, ta'addi fi dua. This is transgression in dua. This is how they used to be. Today, it's the story being told in the salah. Why? Usually they want to excite sometimes their intention is good. He sees the Muslims in a state of, being far away from Allah. He wants to bring him near to Allah, have him cry. So he comes up with this whole thing. Good niyyah, wrong action. It doesn't work with Allah. May Allah reward him for the niyyah, but the sunnah is elsewhere. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.